This is Rich. I'm back with the multi-part series of videos covering the richwithpoints.com website. Today we're going to cover several sections. We're going to cover the banks, the credit unions, the partners, and the point system sections. So the bank section is pretty straightforward. It's going to list all the banks that have credit cards on the website, and you can pin any bank that's sort of important to you. So if you use American Express, Capital One, Chase, so they're easier to get at. You don't have to look through the list, but they're there. And then you can dive into each one. So let's dive into American Express, and then that's going to show all the cards for that particular bank. So this is the American Express page. It shows all the American Express cards plus any partner cards that it may have. So, and partnered with Amazon, partnered with Delta, partnered with Hilton, partnered with Marriott. So it just makes it a lot easier. If you're looking for a card and you don't want to just search through the big, huge list in the credit card section, you're like, I know I'm looking for an Amex card. Let me just go there, click on Amex, and find it this way. Or if you just want to go, what else does Amex have to offer? I don't know what all cards they offer. You can just look that way. Same with Chase, Capital One. So if you click here are all the Capital One cards. They don't partner with anybody. So it's just going to be Capital One cards. And then for Chase, they partner with a ton of people. So we'll look through there and, Aer Lingus, Aeroplan, Amazon, British Airways, Disney, DoorDash, Iberia, IHG, Instacart, Marriott, Southwest, United, and World of Hyatt. So you may not have known that, and now you know it because you can just go in there and look through the cards that are in a particular bank. The next section is credit unions. I broke that out from banks, even though they're very similar. But since credit unions require memberships, we didn't want to stick that with the banks and clutter up the thing. So we made it possible to filter out credit unions pretty much throughout the whole site if you just don't want to be bothered by that. But a lot of people use credit unions and want to know, what credit cards are offered by credit unions because they really have some good credit card offers, especially for Team Cash. So we have that here. You can dive into the credit unions and it'll show the cards for each credit union, just like with the banks, like Navy Federal offers or PenFed, you've got those in it. And then you can dive into those cards, of course, and see the card details, which we covered in a previous video. Then the next section is partners. Partners are basically any company that works with a bank to have a special credit card for their company. So right here, I have some that are pinned that are important to me. Amazon, American Airlines, British Airways, and Hilton are the ones I usually work with. But all the partners are listed here below. So you can dive into those. So here's Marriott. And you'll see that, Marriott Bonvoy partners with American Express and also partners with Chase for several cards each. So this gives you the ability to, Delta is important to me. I don't know who partners with Delta, but they're the card I'm looking for. So you can go find the partner, click on Delta, and then you'll know, okay, American Express is the bank that has those cards. And it gives you a sense of how it all ties together as well. The next section is the point systems. So I have the point systems that are important to me pinned up the top here, but we've split these out into bank point systems, credit union, airlines, hotels, special services, and even a store. We have Disney for store cards. But if you come up here to the membership rewards point system, you'll see it gives you the basic travel value of each point, the cash value of each point, and the gift card value of each point. Whether or not it can transfer to and from spouses and to and from friends are there as well. And then any other point systems that it can transfer out to. So the membership reward points can transfer out to any of these systems if you have specific cards, of course. So you have to have one of these cards that access the transfer partners. But if you do, then you have the ability to transfer to any of these listed here. That also applies to points coming in. So let's look at Avios, for example. That's a big one that people transfer points into. All of these point systems can transfer into Avios. So the points transfer in from these partners can go into Avios to use in the Avios point system to book travel on the Avios systems like British Airways, Iberia, and Aer Lingus. It also shows what cards earn these points as well. A really interesting one is the Marriott Bonvoy, because the Marriott Bonvoy can transfer its points out to other point systems, and it can bring points in from other systems, which is pretty unique to Marriott. Now, the value of going in and out, you're going to lose value, I think, for the most part, unless there's some bonus transfer offers around. But again, it also shows which cards earn the Marriott Bonvoy points that then you could transfer out if you wanted to. So the reason we have these banks and credit unions and partners and point systems all laid out like this is it just gives you a better sense of how all the ecosystems tie in together, who works with whom, and so on. So it should help you with your mental mapping as to how these points flow around the systems, where you should be earning points if you want to transfer them to certain partners. You know, some partners can't transfer to all other partners. So for example, here, if Delta is where you fly, you're out of a Delta hub, then it makes it very clear that you need to be earning points in either the Amex ecosystem or the Marriott ecosystem so that you can be transferring points into the Delta point system to use to book flights with. You wouldn't know that otherwise. But that concludes our multi-part web series about the richwithpoints.com website. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. The website's free, so go sign up, enjoy, let me know what your feedback is on it. Any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.